Okay, guys, I'm going to try to capture this while it's in my mind here. So, we, okay, guys, give me a couple minutes here. I'm just going to try to explain something that I think is kind of important if I can articulate it correctly. So we just made 3 runs to the gas station. I can almost see it from here, but there's no obvious place to come to shore as often as usual. So what we did is we went up alongside like an old pier. Technically, we're probably still trespassing, and then there's the added sign, this is property of the state, no trespassing. Now, on our second run with gas cans, this older couple, probably in the neighborhood, lives in the neighborhood here, were closing the gate on me. And I was like, I walk up, I'm like, hold on, you're not going to lock me in here, are you? And they're like, well, you're not supposed, and I'm like, I knew what was coming. So I said, we had a little conversation. I'm like, I know, but I'm not hurting anything. I'm just getting some gas station right there. Yeah, but it's the woman. I mean, I got to point this out. It's just the truth, okay? The guy's like, oh, you're doing the Great Loop? Oh, cool. How many miles is that? And the whole time, his wife, I assume, is just standing there going, well, we have to keep this gate closed because there's a lot of riffraff around here. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm not really hurting anything. And she's like, yeah, but, and she just kept countering me. And while this guy's like, oh, is that your boat? That's a neat boat. I didn't think you could do, we're having a real conversation is what I would call it. But this woman, I'll just call her Karen, she had to win, okay? She's like, okay, but and I said, listen, I didn't open this gate. This gate was open last night. It was open this morning. I guess it just comes open or people open it. They must not be enforcing this too much. Yeah, but the sign does say no trespassing, and it is property of the state. And then she throws in, she sees that she's not really getting anywhere with winning with me, I guess. And so she's like, yeah, but it's just not safe. Okay. So you see, that's always the card. It's always the card up, let's just call it that side sleeve. It's just safe. Coast Guard walking onto your boat when you're not doing anything wrong. It's for your safety, So, she could play the next card, which is like get on her little phone and call the cops, and then the sheriff would come down and be like, why are you trespassing? And then it would be up to him to decide whether he just realizes that I'm not hurting anything, I'm just getting some gas and be on my way, or he could give me a trespassing ticket. I've had it both ways. I got a trespassing ticket once, many years ago. And so I guess the point I'm trying to make is this is one of those demarcation lines or like two incompatible types of people trying to live in the same political system, which is like, yeah, you could put a no trespassing sign on the entire world. You could put it on every tree. You could put it on every rock if you wanted to. You could put posts out in the water out here every 15 feet with a sign that says no trespassing. Does that make it right? Am I hurting anything going on that pier and getting some gas? See, so I would say that the freedom-loving, thinking person that kind of doesn't just let their morality be dictated to them, will ask these kinds of questions. Am I hurting anything? Is it a victimless crime? Is anybody being hurt here? I purposely went through all the trouble to climb up the wall and climb over the wall and open the fence, and so I wasn't trespassing on someone's property. Okay, so I was going that far. I was honoring private property, but then there needs to be a alternative, which is like public property, which is what I would say that pier should be. But then there'll be people that say, but yeah, it's not safe. So I'll just leave it there. If you have any thoughts on this, please comment below. But this is the conundrum that we are. It probably has always been here in society, but it's going to get worse. And I've got more thoughts on it, but I'll just make it a part 2, I guess. We're going to get back on the water trail, and we're going to keep going. So thanks for listening, guys. Catch you soon. Oh, give me a break.